What's going on, Scorpio? How you doing? How's everybody doing? I'm really honored. The cards just popping out here. I won't tell you what just came out on top until the end, okay? Just know it's Money Making Monday. Spoiler. The time is 10:28 if you're on the East Coast. Alright. That sums to 11. Today is November 11th. Scorpio, this is going to be a message for you as we enter. Pardon me. As we enter the throes of November, and I will let this New Orleans Tarot deck speak. Alright. I hope everybody has had a good Veterans Day. Shout out to all the people who have shown their service. If you are, obviously, if you're in the United States of America. Alright, let's get into it. So, card number 1. This came out in the last reading. We have self-care. So as we go into November, a lot of you may be feeling like you need to, either you're doing a good job of maintaining self-care or you need to elevate that a bit. Maybe the hearing Clocks by Coldplay. And also Time Is on My Side by the Stones. Maybe time is kind of defeating you. I know the clocks had to be set back. You know, it gets dark at 4 o'clock, especially where I am here in the South. So maybe you're feeling a little fatigued, but you need to prioritize self-care. That could come in a myriad of forms, okay? Maybe the next card will give us some clarity on that. You have to flow. Let's say things are happening, you know, something on your instrument, you know, breaks down, or I'm not wishing that on you, by the way, but, you know, you get to the store and you want to buy something, I don't know, prescription, or, you know, if you drink alcohol and you forgot your license, you can't just, you know, cross your arms and throw a tantrum. You have to go with the flow, whatever it is. You have to maintain the flow. All right, ancestors, give me a third card here. Give me a third card here for Scorpio. You have to remain patient. All right, so let's pause for a moment here. You know what? You may be caring for yourself the best way that you can at this time. Maybe you're going through a point in life where you feel that you have to flow. If you don't flow, you're going to retreat into your mind. I know Scorpio, my mother's one, and my sister, and my niece. But anyway, it's a very intense sign, right? Mars ruled. So very action-oriented, but also very perceptive. Powerful sign. Shout out to Gordon Ramsay, right? His birthday's a month after mine, and I love this show, Hell's Kitchen. That's why I say that. November 8th, in case you didn't know. Fourth card, we have La Nape, which signifies a little extra. So if you are coming out of your shell, as the image would indicate. So if you are self-care crowns your reading. I feel like you are flowing. I feel like you are being patient. And because of that, you're going to reap something extra. Something's going to turn out better than you expected. And I'm not trying to put an umbrella over, you know, your awesomeness, but even if it's just a little bit, you know, might find $5 on the ground, right? Hopefully it's a little more, you know, shell-shocking than that. But because you're taking care of yourself and you're doing it patiently and you're flowing, You know what I mean? I'm thinking of for you gamers out there, I'm thinking of Spider-Man and those cutscenes. If you know, game it all, or if you've seen any movie of Spider-Man from Tobey Maguire to, you know, our most recent one with Tom Holland, both of them did a phenomenal job. If you notice how Spider-Man, his reflexes obviously are superhuman, so when obstacles are thrown his way, Spider may be sacred to you too. That's coming in really strong, but sorry, what do they call that in the English world? Stream of consciousness. You may be dodging and dipping and kind of just being at one, like your reflexes spiritually and physically. You may be able to adapt to situations especially well at this time, and that's very correspondent with Scorpio being a water sign. Okay, intense yet adaptable, damn near psychic, so nothing is really throwing you right now, and because of that you're receiving a lot of extra gifts. And keep in mind, these extra gifts, even if they're small and seemingly not significant, they could culminate in something very large. So don't sleep on your own ability to care for yourself. Alright? That's what I'm getting with that. We have keep going. Don't stop. Okay. So you're being patient, but something tells me intuitively that you're getting a little impatient. You're getting a little, if you're not getting impatient, then you're getting disheartened, and some doubt is starting to creep in. So your ability to flow is being challenged, but you're getting little extra, we'll call them breadcrumbs, right? I hope no one's breadcrumbing you. I feel like you're way too smart for that, right? Wherever Scorpio is in your chart, or if you're a, you know, native Scorpio, right? The number 8 may be significant to you. Also, the number 2, the number 11. All right, Scorpio, hang with me here. All right. So you need to analyze something. You need to analyze what it is that you're directing your attention to. You may be caring for yourself to the point that you may be doing something to the point where you think, 808 on the video there, you may be thinking that this is all I have to do. This is all I have to do, but you may be neglecting the gifts around you. And that's very important in the aspect of balance and gifts. Because if you're attracting extra gifts, you have to dispatch your attention and your ability to act. You have to be proactive toward what's around you, okay? It's kind of difficult. It's not easy because you have to know how to flow. All right, musical healing. Some of you may be musicians, and I wasn't going to share this, but I will now. Let's say you're a musician, okay? Let's say you play guitar, like myself. Let's say you know, saxophone, piano, sing, whatever it is. It really doesn't matter. But let's say you tap into the craft of music. We all know, regardless of your skill level or your training, if you enjoy that instrument or that medium of expression, you can get lost in it for hours. You can start playing at 8:30 and, you know, no breakfast, no nothing, 8:30 a.m. that is. And, you know, it'll be 1 o'clock p.m. and you'll be in there, sweat beating down your forehead. You don't know what's going on, right? My point is, sometimes you have to step back from that. It doesn't mean stop doing it, right? Remember, keep going. It doesn't mean stop doing it, but rely on that as a mode of healing. And understand that if you heal too much or do something too much, it can breach moderation. It can breach what it's intended to do. So even if you love, to just go crazy on your guitar, or, wild out on your piano, or just sing your ass off, be aware that it's all about balancing your day. And once you learn how to, many of you already have learned how to do this. Once you learn how to incorporate this into a flow instead of a job or task, or this is what I have to do, I have to jam 3 hours a day, or, even if that's a personal goal of yours, understand that it has a role in the flow of your life. And self-care, maybe musical healing is an element of your self-care, but it's not all of it, okay? And as long as you're a, human being that functions in a society, you can kind of fill in the blank there. As long as you have other obligations, it can't be all of who you are. But it's important to keep music as a healing agent so that you can keep going, all right? But for some of you right now, you need to just step back a little bit, keep playing, but limit it. Understand that it has I'm not going to say time and a place, because if you love to play, or you love to jam, or you love to, some of you produce, some of you are into the craft of actual sound design. If you love to do that, you also have to respect how much time it can take. Hold on, let me just get some more clarity, because I don't want to. Boom. All right. So, signs. So, as you go forth with your musical healing, Scorpio, I'm hearing I keep hearing time is on my side. So you may feel like you're running out of time, and that's why you jam so much. That's why you are so into your music, you're so into your craft. But a lot of you, for right now, it's feeling like more of a job than a hobby. Okay? And there's a lot of signs around you, but if you don't step back and observe them, you're going to get kind of lost in the job instead of just having fun. And, that's kind of surface level and all that. But that's what that musical healing, even if you're not spiritual, musical healing can be achieved by anybody. Even if you're a person, I use the musician example because I can relate to that. But even if you're a person that just loves music, and you have, loads and loads of records, or, your library is huge and you just listen to music all the time, understand that it has healing properties in it for you to go forth and do more work and based on your purpose. All right. So here we have adventure. Okay. We have adventure. So Scorpio is all about intensity. It's about Mars, but it also is ruled by Pluto, which is something from nothing. The magical moments that just transform things, right? And keep in mind, in some people's visage of, astrology, Pluto is governed, of the underworld. So maybe things that you're not seeing, the unseen, right? So there's a lot of healing taking place within you because of your music. There's a lot of signs around you. You're remaining patient. But there's an aspect of you that needs to step back. Doesn't mean stop jamming. I've said that like 3 times. It doesn't mean stop. It just means step back so that you can achieve this. So that you can achieve this. Your peace is not being blocked. Hear me very clearly. Your peace is being prolonged. because you spent so much time. You have the right intention because you love music and you're keeping it going, and you're using music as a medium to care for yourself, but you're caring for yourself to the point where you're blocking your own peace, right? So there's an element of fear in you that needs to be conquered, Scorpio. And a lot of your fear can be vanquished if you learn how to transform your music into healing. Actually, I'm hearing Beating Heart by Ellie Goulding. So you may be wanting people to come into your life, and you may be a dope freaking musician. You may be like crazy good, but because some of you, and I do mean some, could be one of you, is so confident in your skills, but you're so ashamed of the work that you've done. You're super confident in your skills, but you're ashamed of the work that you've done. And what that means is, secretly, in spite of your talent, in spite of your confidence, you're a little insecure about it. And that's okay. But that's stopping the healing process. All right, Scorpio? And that's preventing your peace. And it's also, once again, prolonging. I didn't say stopping. I didn't say extinguishing. It's stopping your adventure. So somebody here needs to let go. I'm thinking of that metal song by Born of Osiris. Great band, if you haven't heard them. Follow the Signs. Use music as healing. Okay. So step back. Forgive yourself for whatever. I'm going to just tell you straight to your face as a big brother. Step back and forget the lies that somebody told you about you. Because the reason you're tripping and you're a little insecure, but you can, like I said, the instrument is irrelevant here. Whatever your craft is, you can do it for 4 hours nonstop. But when it comes to what somebody told you about yourself, that creeps in, and I've been saying this word a lot today. I said it in the last reading. But it nullifies your ability to dream big. It nullifies your ability to keep going. Your ability to say, I'm having fun. I'm thinking of the Will Ferrell movie when, it's a little soccer, a little family movie, but he's with the kids and he's like, let's have fun. And the coach looks at him like, really, that's all you got? The point I'm making is, you've forgotten the simple pleasure. You've forgotten why you're a dope musician or a musical connoisseur, or why music is sacred to you. You've forgotten it. But if you would just step back, embrace the adventure. I have 10 cards so far. I'm going to do lucky number 11 because it is the 11th. And we are on the verge of a portal here. I'm coming in on 20 minutes, so I'm about to close out here. One more card for the intense, elusive, yet passionate Scorpio. Here we go. If you continue to take care of yourself, flow with what you've been given, remain patient, okay? And I want to rephrase what I said earlier. If you start to feel impatient, step back. See your awesomeness. This could mean, if you've been eyeing something for a long time, go ahead and buy it. If you've been working on a project, release it. If you've made like 2 dope songs and you want to make a third one if you've been working on your album, add an element of completion to your passion, right? Don't be too hard on yourself. Use it as healing, and I promise you, my friend, you will find success. Music is just speaking strong because it speaks strong to me, right? But I just feel like this is all about, if it's not music that you're playing or creating yourself, or even in your practice, when you're going through your scales or runs or whatever it is, it's the music of your life, right? It's the story that you're creating with your words, your actions, your thoughts even. All of that is part of the music that your soul is evincing, all right? But you have to be mindful to take care of those, to invite adventure, all work and no play. WTF is that, right? And of course, the most important product, your peace. Your peace lies in your ability to musically heal. And your ability to musically heal relies on you. I'm going to keep showing you this. See how she's on the banks of that beautiful ocean, got the rocks, but she's stepping back and she's giving that beauty a chance to breathe. Right? I'm not telling you to stop. I'm telling you to take a step back and realize how far that you've come already. Realize you're so much doper than you think you are. If you remain patient and keep going, there's no telling what type of adventure and peace that you'll have. But regardless of how you see yourself, the signs are pointing that your success is very near. And this is going to come to you whether you like it or not. And you're even going to get more than you anticipated because you've been patient, you've been flowing, right? I'm going to leave it at that, Scorpio. In your intense nature, your ability to synthesize situations, sometimes intensity, most times, intensity is great. But sometimes you just have to step back and revel in the beautiful entity that you are, that you're becoming, that you've always been. My heart goes out to you. I hope you guys have a beautiful night and a great day tomorrow. I will see you in the next one.